Good morning, Ms. Shobha. My name is Angel Lim. I'm from Group 6. Today, me and my team member will be presenting a summary of our group assignment for the subject Philosophy and Current Issue with the course code of MPU3193. Our group consists of 10 members, including Tan Chi Xiang, Eve Liu, Grace Ang, Tan Yan Yi, Chong Yan Kai, Sean Fu, me myself Angel, Tan Han Wei, and Tan Ying Tong, while leading by our leader Teo Yi Wei. Our agenda today will be covering the topics including metaphysics, which discuss about the first principle of things, ideology postmodernist relativism, which we will talk about the postmodernist view against philosophy, decolonization, as well as human concept, which we will discuss about the beliefs of different races and culture.
The branch of philosophy known as metaphysics attempts to comprehend the fundamental nature of existence and reality. Ontology, also known as the study of being, investigates what is truly real. For example, from an Islamic perspective, existence is tightly linked to the concept of Allah as the necessary being, where Muslims believe that Allah created the universe on purpose to sustain and govern all things. However, from the viewpoint of science, chemistry, biology, and physics are used to enzyme existence. Besides that, investigations into the origin and evolution of the universe can be found in cosmology. For example, the Big Bang theory suggests the beginning of universe, and the Big Crunch theories propose that universe will collapse. However, Islamic belief about the end of the universe conflict with these scientific theories. Muslims believe in the Day of Judgment, which is announced by the sound of the trumpet. The first blast will extinguish all life, while the second will bring back everything.
I'm Eve, and now I will present about epistemology and time and place. Epistemology is the philosophical study of nature, origin, and limit of human knowledge. What people often perceive as nothing, size, and space is actually filled with quantum energy and motion particles. Therefore, there is always a fundamental something that challenges our perceptions of accidents and non-accidents. On the other hand, place is a fundamental part of accidents. It continuously flowing and marking events and changes as the essence of reality. Meanwhile, space is filled with energy, particles, and the potential for interactions. Therefore, the intertwined natures of time and space ensure the precedence of accidents, making nothingness and impossibility in our reality. That's all for me.
Good day, everyone. My name is Tan Ying Tong, and today I'll be talking about 4 arguments about the anti-vaccine movement. This movement challenges the scientific consensus on vaccine safety and efficacy, often promoting misinformation. So I'll be talking 2 arguments first. The first argument is natural versus vaccine-included immunity. Anti-vaxxers claim natural immunity is superior. While natural immunity can offer protection, it's often risky and unpredictable. Vaccines, on the other hand, provide safe and reliable immunity, protecting individuals and the communities. For the second argument, vaccine side effects. Another common claim is that vaccines cause harm such as autism, which is false, because vaccines undergo rigorous testing and are proven safe. Misinformation and conspiracy theories spread by anti-vaxxers can lead to serious health consequences. It's crucial to rely on science and evidence-based medicines by promoting vaccinations. We can protect public health and safeguard towards our communities. That's all for me. Thank you.
The third argument, government control and personal freedom. Anti-vaxxers frequently argue that vaccine mandates and public health policies which affect other people's freedom and government control. They also point out that compulsory vaccination laws represent an attack on individual rights and autonomy. This line of thought reflects both a distrust in government authority and disbelief that government interference is anything but bad for public health. The viewpoint holds that scientific prescription is no longer good prescription in itself, and it becomes a means to control instead of an aid for everyone's well-being. Anti-vaxxers frequently point to examples of governmental power during COVID-19 pandemic, such as house arrest and vaccination mandates, as proof that a country lacks any freedom. Although public health policies are designed to consider community welfare and mitigate disease spread, the anti-vaccination groups perceive this as a form of coercion, which is unjust. This viewpoint highlights a fundamental conflict between individual rights and collective health responsibilities, calling into question the objectivity of public health science in a democratic society. So moving on to the last argument, argument number 4, which is questioning the reliability of scientific data. Another point that often comes up among anti-vaxxers is the scientific data, as well as the effectiveness of vaccines themselves is not to be trusted, for it is constantly manipulated by authorities or misrepresented due to the lack of information. They often accuse the health authorities of cherry-picking or inflating data to support vaccination, suggesting such one-sidedness casts a shadow over both the reliability and objectivity of scientific research, in claiming that the information provided by reputable health organization is biased or even false. The anti-vaxxers see themselves as discerning thinkers who are unwilling to accept official stories without question. To them, this doubt has the effect of diminishing the standards of science as a tool for diagnosing and solving health problems. Personal trial and error or alternate sources then become desperate needful alternatives. However, proper scientific research carries out rigorous testing to ensure that the results pass muster as genuine discoveries. Ignoring these standards in favor of rumor can sabotage attempts to fight diseases and harm public health.
Hi everyone, my name is Dan Wei. Today I will be presenting the wiki page 3 of the assignment, which is decolonization. Decolonization is the process which former colonized become independent and reclaim control over their land. However, in reconnecting with the global economy, former colonized like Malaysia has been influenced by the Western ideas, leading to significant cultural impact. The first Western idea that impacts Malaysia is anthropocentrism, which is the belief that humans are the most important beings in the universe. While it can inspire progress, it often justifies exploiting natural resources solely for human gains, leading focus on economic expansion over environmental protection. In Malaysia, anthropocentrism it has fostered the mindset focused on the economic expansion over environmental protection, seen in the activities like deforestation for palm oil, which has threatened Malaysia's rich biodiversity.
Hi, my name is Chong Yan Kai. I'm in part of the decolonizations. I'm talking about the liberalism. Liberalism is a political and moral philosophy based on the rights of the individual, liberty, political equality, and right to private property. Educational institutions established by the British propagated these ideas among the local elite, planting the seeds of liberalism within Malaysia's society, the economy, and legal system that the British put in place. Liberalism began to permeate Malaysian life, leading to increased participation in global markets and democratic reforms. The spread of liberalism leads to the acceptance of Western culture, practice that can protect or replace local customs and traditions. Advocates say that there will be loss of cultural identity among Malaysians itself, especially among the younger generations who are more connected to secular values and traditions than their own heritage. This culture change is seen as helping to weaken national unity and undermine the sense of belonging to a particular ethnic or religious community. Liberalism often supports more moral relativism, the idea that there is no absolute right or wrong, and that moral judgment are based on individual perspective. In a country like Malaysia, where religions like Islam play an important role in guiding the moral standard and customs, the rise of moral relativism can be seen as weakness of religious teaching that have been stable. This creates a conflict between the economic consideration on issues such as the LGBT rights, freedom of expression, and individual lifestyle choices, and the conservative values of Malaysian society. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Grace, and now I will be discuss about egoism and rationalism. Egoism describes individuals who put their own self-interest above all else. These people believe in statements like, my only responsibility is to promote my own interest completely. In Malaysia, the principles of kindness, cooperation, and social well-being are extremely important and maintained by various religions, but egoism often conflict with this value. Moving to rationalism, rationalists are people who agree with the principle of sufficient reason, for short called PSR. They believe that every phenomenon, thought, or things can be logically explained. Due to the logical focus, rationalism leads people to speak in a straightforward manner, and it tends to rely heavily on logic rather than emotion. However, this emphasis on logic sometimes means there are very low emotional intelligence. In the part of education, rationalism is well suited to disciplines such as maths and science, which are centered on reason and logic rather than areas such as art or literature. For rationalists in Malaysia, the logic-centered perspective sometimes may lead them to disregard religious belief or instinct based on faith. When applied without sensitivity, rationalism may overlook their ethical and religious principles important to many Malaysians. That's all for my part. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Next part, I'm going to present about the human concept. In the face of cultural globalization, the principle of different religions play a crucial role in preserving the cultural identity of Malaysians. First, Tawhid in Islam means the belief in one God, which is Allah. This doctrine helps Malaysians keep their identity and tradition safe from Western influence. Tawhid encourages strong spiritual value and helps people resist materialism and individualism. Islamic practice like Sharia law and daily prayer features reinforce this identity, promoting cultural cohesion and protecting against homogenization. Next, in Hinduism, Dharma represents duty, justice, and morality, helping Malaysians maintain their unique cultural identity. The festival like Thaipusam and Deepawali act as cultural bastion, preserving traditional and resisting Western influence. This celebration ensures the integrity of traditional culture for future generations. Next, I will ask the next presenter, Luis, to present.
I'm Tan Ji-xiang, so I'll continue to present the slide. In Buddhism, it's focused on understanding suffering, ethical living, and talent alignment. Nirvana is the ultimate goal of the Buddhism. It's the reached by the animating greed, haters, and ignorance. The doctrine like Four Noble Truths inspire Malaysia's self-reflection to critically examine the value of Western culture. F4 encourage ethical living, mindfulness, and wisdom like right conduct, mindful, and speech. Karma emphasize the importance of moral behavior and long-term consequences. They encourage the Malaysia to resist the temptation of short-term gain born by the globalization. In Christianity, Christians believe that they ought to believe the God and follow Him. The doctrine express the gospel message and guide faith-based living. The principle like love emphasize foster community sense like love of God and never to receive outside influence. Stewardship is concept to believe the human have a responsibility to care for the world and the resources, to receive the environment or exploitation people for profit. Humility as a spiritual ritual are discouraged from pursuing wealth and status as a success symbol. Okay, so in conclusion, this assignment explores a four-man team. First, the metaphysics, postmodern realism, decolonization, and human concept. And each team highlight how philosophical and religion principles help Malaysian preserve cultural identity, resist globalization, and reinforcing Malaysia's unique cultural value. That's all our presentation. Thank you for listening.